whew, it's hot out here. But is it hot enough to cook an egg on the street in Arizona? Well, stick around to find out, because we're gonna do exactly that and a whole bunch of other cool stuff to show you just how hot it is here. Hey everyone, it's Dave, and I'm excited today because I'm bringing you a little bonus content. Usually on this channel we're talking about healthy eating, healthy cooking, the plant paradox, and everything about a healthy lifestyle. But today I'm bringing you a video about how hot it is living here in the Phoenix Valley. This video was actually shot back in July of 2019. So hopefully you find this bonus content fun and informative and a little bit of a diversion from our normal stuff. And then we'll get back to our regular healthy cooking plant paradox videos in the future. So stay tuned.
Hey everyone,
I'm Dave.
I'm Elliot. We live in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, where it's hot, but we love it.
And when we say we love it, I actually look forward to the summer. And a lot of people that live here think we're a little crazy.
Absolutely.
So the good thing is neither one of us work outside, because I think if we worked outside, that would be a lot different story.
We'd be singing a different tune.
Yeah, you'll see the people working outside wearing long sleeves and hats and long pants, because this, when it's this hot, it's so hot on your skin that you kind of need to cover it up if you're going to be out in it.
Your sweat just evaporates and you don't even realize that you're really sweating, but your body's still losing that moisture, which is why we constantly carry around some sort of container for liquid. I opt for the QT Peach Iced Tea. It's my favorite deal, and it seems to keep me alive.
Yep.
And when you're around Arizona, you'll see people carrying these everywhere.
Yeah.
It is just a must-have, especially during the summertime when it's so hot. Got to stay hydrated, or else you're going to dehydrate before you even know it. I mean, the weather's hot here, but Dave and I go golf in this weather.
Yeah.
Golf's cheap, number one.
Right.
But number two, you know, it may be 113 outside, but you just don't feel like it because it's not humid. It's really just nice and dry.
And we use the pools. Gotta have a pool.
Gotta have a pool.
Just sorry, you gotta have a pool if you live.
Or have access to a pool.
Have access to a pool.
Pew, 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 pew. We're gonna go around and we're gonna test temperatures of your everyday surfaces to show you how hot it actually gets. We're gonna try to fry up an egg. But first things first, we're gonna take our digital thermometer, go put it into a car that's been sitting in the sun, because not everybody has garages, or maybe you work at an office space that doesn't have covered parking, and we're gonna see how hot it actually gets inside a car, sitting in the sun.
Okay, we just set it in the car and it is already at 110, so we'll let it heat up. Oh, now you're talking.
All right, we're gonna be out in the sun for a minute, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on my better coverage hat.
That's a sweet hat.
Wear this thing all over the place, go to kids' sporting events, whatever, and I just wear this bad boy all the time. Gotta keep the UV rays off my face as much as possible. Gotta keep this pretty face and the skin as long as I possibly can.
Nice.
So here we are standing in the middle of the road. And first thing you may notice is you might hear a faint buzz. That is not Dave's electrical equipment going wrong. Those are our wonderful cicadas, the loudest insect in the world. When it gets a certain temperature, all the trees around here buzz. But right now, what we're gonna do is pull out my...
How hot is the road?
How hot is the road? 160.3. That's not uncommon.
160 degrees. All right, let's see you touch it barefoot. You want to?
Okay, all right, here we go. All right, ready? That's really hot. That's really hot. That is super hot. Okay, we're not doing that anymore. Dave's doing the more barefoot test.
All right, so one thing you gotta know, if you own a dog and you live in this temperature, you cannot let your dog be running around on the streets and sidewalks. You gotta get the little footsies for them or carry them, because this is too hot for them too.
What we do with our dog is we take him out for his walks either early in the morning or late at night. You have to give that asphalt time to cool off.
Okay, now we are testing the concrete. What's it say there, Elliot?
We are at 134.1 on the concrete.
All right, I'm gonna try. I'll walk on the concrete since it's 30 degrees cooler.
Oh yeah, Dave's taking the easy way out.
Concrete is 30 degrees cooler. Here we go. Ready?
It's called Sat under the palm.
The shade is. Ow, that's too hot. Ah, that's hot. I did not think it was gonna be that hot.
It's 134 degrees, Dave.
Oh wow, that's hot. Okay, let's test the shade and let's see what it is in the shade here.
Ready for this?
Oh wow,
Ooh,
wow.
Significantly cooler.
Yeah, look at that. 30 degrees cooler.
Wow. Okay, I'll do the bare feet in the shade and see how long I can hang out with
Well, let's try it.
with the bare feet in the shade at 102, 103 degrees. Oh, that's easy.
So shade is a go.
Yes, sir. Stay in the shade. You'll be just fine barefoot.
So one thing that's kind of interesting is we've been in the sun and out of the sun, and when we are out of the sun in the 115 degree shade, it actually feels nice. Like that's how much hotter it is in the sun.
So now we've seen what it's like to have the blacktop in direct sunlight, but how hot is the blacktop when it's been shaded all day? Well, we have this truck and we don't know whose truck it is, but it's been sitting here all day long. All right, so significantly cooler. It was 160 plus in the direct sun. It's about 110 in the shade on the blacktop.
You see a lot of white cars in the world. Arizona is very common because they're probably the coolest. So let's see what the surface of this metal, some metal truck is. Is it showing on there?
130, yep, 137.
137. Okay, let's go to the door handle here. 143. Let me check how hot that is. Hot.
Even though I've lived here for as long as I have, sometimes I will forget when my truck's been sitting out in the sun for so long, and I go grab that handle, burns the dickens out of my hands. So let's see how hot it really is. 151.
151. Wow.
I even have chrome on my running boards. I'll get home, park my garage, step out, and I'll rub my leg up against that chrome running board. And man, it just burns the heck out of the back of my calves.
Let's show us. Go stand next to it and burn your leg for us.
Let's do it. Right here. Ow. 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 That's super hot.
Let's see the leg.
Ow.
Ooh, I think you melted some hair there.
So be careful with that chrome, and be careful with the door handles. And that goes for door handles on buildings, whatever. You'll even see sometimes you go to buildings that are facing maybe west and get a lot of sun. They'll put pads on the door handle simply because when you go to grab that thing, you're gonna end up with a 3rd degree on that on your hand. So the thermometer has been sitting in the car for about 10-15 minutes at this point. So we're gonna go check it out and see how hot it gets in the car.
All right, here we go. What does that say? 188?
188.
188 degrees?
So when I went to go buy my truck, I bought it here in Arizona, and I was debating between the leather and the cloth. And the guy at the Ford dealership said, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna wanna shoot for the cloth. The leather gets so hot that you're gonna burn your legs, or your wife will burn her legs, because a lot of people here wear the short shorts, my wife included. And when you sit down on that leather seat, it's 188 degrees inside, and it just burns the heck out of the back of your legs. 188. And I wouldn't be surprised if that thermometer is like broken by this point. It's been in there for 15 minutes.
Oh mama, it is hot in here.
It is hot.
I don't even know how long this has been sitting in the sun, but we're gonna test it here and I'll tell you what it says. 158 degrees. Ooh. This is 158 degrees. Hot! Let's check the dash right here. I don't know if you can see that. That is 187 degrees right there.
Woo!
Holy hot, that's hot. 187 degrees.
So how do people keep their dashboards from getting so toasty?
Well, you gotta have one of these. You know, a sunshade, which we didn't put up on purpose. But you can imagine, we've only been in this car, what, now about a minute, and I am already feeling drenched. Yeah. And this is very, very, very dangerous. Yeah, so don't leave pets, children, anyone in the car for like 30 seconds even, because it's hot. Soda, yeah.
We learned that the hard way.
Fresh produce, don't leave it in the car.
So when you want to get out, get your feet off the hot concrete and get into the nice cool grass, we're going to test and see if it is actually nice cool grass. And that is not nice cool grass.
140, 138 degrees. This is my lawn right here, and admittedly it's near dead. That's on purpose. I'm actually going to replace it with some fresh new grass. Let's go find some fresh grass and see what it actually measures.
I think that's a great idea. Maybe if it's more green, it'll be less hot and more tolerable on your feet.
Let's try it. What's that say?
Oh, significantly cooler. 102.
Wow. All right, now we are gonna go check out the artificial turf, because that's something I want to get here. One thing people say about the artificial turf is that it can get really hot. So my neighbor put some in just the other week. So we're gonna go see how hot it is.
Well, let's see if it's really cooler on your feet. Oh boy.
Nice and hot. That's the hottest.
That's hotter than the dead grass.
All right, I'm gonna feel it with my foot just for the fun of it. It's hot. Yeah, definitely hot. I wouldn't want to be running around on that.
Oh yeah, that is super hot.
My camera is melting, I think. That is so hot. I was nervous to put my camera down on the road. It's cooking right now, and we got a nice breeze. You can probably see this breeze. It feels pretty much like you have a hairdryer blowing on your face. But the crazy thing is, if you look at my skin, it's not shiny because this wind is just evaporating the sweat like crazy. It is hot.
We've been at this for 4.5 minutes.
The sad thing is it's probably only been about 20 to 30. I don't know if you can tell looking at my face now, but I can feel the sweat.
Yeah, the sweat's coming out now, yep.
Because we're now inside and the sweat is not evaporating off.
Yep.
So that should be an indicator of how quickly you can dehydrate. I'm actually on my third one of these. I drank 2 in the half hour we were outside. So yeah, we are cooking outside.
The other thing you're gonna ask about is power bills. So yes, power is expensive here in the summertime, but in the wintertime, power is super, super cheap. And it kind of all offsets itself. But even right now, Dave, what do you have your thermostat set to?
My thermostat is set to 78 or 77 degrees, but that actually keeps most of the living area about 75 or 76. And then my power bill averages out to about $180 a month when it's spread out through the whole year.
I keep my thermostat sitting right around 79 or 80 during the day, and then I crank it down to about 76 at night. But when it's so hot outside and you come in, it's almost cold because you're so warm outside that when you walk into what would seem like kind of a hot house, that 80 degrees, 79 degrees feels nice and cool and comfortable. Well, we don't have to crank it down too low except for at night because I am a hot sleeper. I like to crank it down at night. But other than that, like Dave said, average throughout the year for me is about 215 a month averaged out.
We have 2 air conditioners. One for upstairs, one for down. That's pretty common for a 2-story home. But at night, we'll actually put that to 78 degrees in the hallway. But because all the air from the downstairs goes up there, keeping the hallway at 78 degrees actually keeps my bedroom at about 70 degrees. But when I tell people I keep my my thermostat at night at 77 degrees, they're like, how can you sleep that hot? I'm like, well, my room is actually 69, 70 degrees. So
when you go to the movies, or you go to a restaurant, or you're doing anything inside for an extended period of time outside of maybe shopping, people wear jackets. And the reason being is because they have the AC running constantly when you're inside, and it gets cold. Funny enough, one of my favorite things about living in the desert, and what makes it so amazing, is that blast of hot air when you walk outside in a freezing cold movie theater, and it just smacks you right in the face, and it feels so good. I hate being cold. That's why I live here. I absolutely hate it. You walk outside, boom, get that big blast of desert air. Fantastic.
all right, let's try the bricks here.
133 and a half. 134, basically.
Wow. Okay, so something I have here on my pool is a special paint that's supposed to reduce the temperature of the asphalt or the cement by about 10 to 15 degrees. And so this is my cool deck. It's hot on my feet, but as long as I'm kind of moving, it's tolerable to run. I can probably go the length of my pool before I want to die. So let's see how hot this cool deck is compared to the bricks. About 126 degrees, okay. So that's a lot, that's 10 degrees cooler than, a little more than 10 degrees cooler. Yeah, it's 10 degrees cooler, wow.
So that paint does work.
Paint does work.
93 degrees
93 degrees in the pool is what the actual temperature is. Okay, so we're back here on another day to do some egg cooking. We made a mistake the first time we did it. What did we do wrong?
Well, first of all, we pulled the eggs out of the refrigerator, which means the eggs were cold. So as soon as you get it onto the hot surface, it cools the surface way down, so they aren't going to cook. So today what we're going to do is we're going to use eggs that have been sitting at room temperature, therefore they won't be so cold and cool the ground.
Perfect. And then check out what we did in the car here. we were like, it's 188 degrees, 190 degrees in there. So we're like, let's put a pan in there. In fact, I got so nervous, I stuck this towel into there because I'm like, what if it melts? I don't know, you know?
I think it's a great idea because you're going to put a big old circle in your dashboard for
Right.
the pan getting so dang hot. So.
And then
good call there, Dave.
we have this little pan. We decided to go with a little smaller pan. I'll put my hand down there for size reference. Ooh, it's hot. In order for an egg to solidify, it has to get to 158 degrees. Blacktop here is about 160 degrees. So in theory, you really can cook an egg on there. You got an egg?
Man, I got the egg here, room
Okay.
temp. We're gonna crack this bad boy open.
So yeah, give it a try, Elliot.
All right, you ready for this?
Do it.
All right.
Don't burn your hand on it. You know how to crack an egg? There you go. Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa, it's cooking.
Man, I just want to make me a nice little
So are my
easy
feet.
egg
I
here.
gotta turn over here so my feet are in the shade. It is cooking.
That's pretty impressive.
All right, now we're gonna do something insane. We're gonna try and cook this egg on that pan, and I am nervous to get into the car again. The handle's very hot. The door's hot. All right, let's. Yeah, it's 191 degrees.
Wow, that's hot.
How's it looking?
Well, it's looking tasty.
It's cooking, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Dropped the temperature a little bit down to 185.
The thing absurd is that the pan on the dashboard was 10 degrees warmer than the pan sitting out on the asphalt. I don't know if that's because the glass is magnifying the heat or whatever it is, but it was 10 degrees warmer. That's pretty impressive.
All right, so it's been about 10 minutes. We're too hungry. We're not gonna wait any longer. Let's see how they are after 10 minutes.
All right, so I got the hot pad just so I can open the car door. There's nothing to do with it.
And literally touch everything inside. All right, serve it up, cowboy.
All right,
This is cowboy cooking. That's why we're wearing the hats. This is how you rough it. Nice. Hey, that is not too shabby for 10 minutes. You can transfer it to a plate after 10 minutes sitting in the car. That's another 10 minutes. It would have been probably solid.
Go ahead and scoop some of that yummy deliciousness out of there. Let's go ahead and give us a...
Oh, wait. Yeah, edible, huh? He likes the egg whites.
Yeah, that's not bad.
All right. This one looks a little runnier. Let me look. Because it was, what would you say, 10 degrees?
About 10 degrees cooler.
Sure. But left out here for, I bet, an hour, it would have cooked. Because after 10 minutes, it's already that solid.
Look at that.
Hey, hey, hey! There's the answer to the age-old question. Can you cook eggs on the sidewalk or street?
Mmm.
Enough heat, enough time. And
Hey,
today it's
breakfast
what? Breakfast is what is it? 100, it's 115 today.
115 today. Not the hottest day you're gonna get here, but it's a pretty warm day.
Yeah.
That's for sure. So now we know in 115 degree weather you can cook an egg out on the sidewalk or on the street. All right, now since we have attempted to cook an egg in the cast iron skillet, now we're gonna do the same on the asphalt. Let's see if I can do it without getting shell in this one. No promises? Oh boy. Hey, look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been doing this a while.
Street food.
Mmm. Yeah, that's how we do it here. This is like a rite of passage.
And you're gonna eat that, right?
Oh yeah,
Cooking egg.
it is cooking. Look at that.
And cook an egg on the side.
What do you know? This water feels absolutely amazing.
93 degrees?
93 degrees, and we can sit in this water for hours. Water's warm and pleasant. When you get out, you don't even need a towel to dry off. You're warm from start to finish, but cool enough when you get in that it takes the edge off. Hey-o.
Heyo. Night swimming.
Night swimming, baby. The ambient temperature, like we said, is sitting at about 101, and it feels cold.
Nice.
It feels, well, should I say colder?
but still incredibly nice. Oh, it feels good out here.
Best. All right, so that's it for our video.
That's it. This is hope you guys enjoyed it. This is us living an amazing life in hot Arizona. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all the different ways that we showed you the different types of surfaces that get hot. It's just something that we thought was going to be interesting, so we hope you find it interesting.
Yeah, and now we're gonna go beat the heat the Arizona amazing way.
Yes, we are. You ready to do this, Dave?
Let's do it, go. Woo! Oh, you got it.